Hello everyone, my name is Ethan. So in this video, I'll show what data definition language or DDL is and how table constraints work, which include primary key, foreign key, not, now, new, and default values. I'll demonstrate both the SSMS SQL Server Management Studio graphical user interface and the query editor, and also show my W3 Schools progress and two exercises. Right, so DDL, it is create, alter, drop, right? And DDL stands for data definition language. These are the commands we use to create, alter, and drop database structures like tables. Okay, right. So now I'll demonstrate creating tables and constraints. So I'll open up my SQL, I mean my server management studio. Right. Right. Okay. So as you can see, this one is showing the primary key. Uh, it's 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 showing the creation that I made. Showing the creatable statement. Makes student ID, and it is set as an identity primary key, showing the first name and last name are marked not now, and age is a default value of 18 if none is provided. Okay, alright, so this is the table showing the student ID is identity is it is the primary key here, and then it shows the first name, last name, and age. And as you can see, the default value of binding is set to 18, and everything else is in order. Okay, right. So now I'll show the right. So this was me demonstrating the table using the graphic user interface, right? So now I'll show you the enrollments table. I think they're here, right? This is the enrollment ID. Alright, so this statement that I made, creates its own enrollment ID, and as you can see here in primary key and student ID also, and the student ID will be a foreign key of written students. Student ID that ensures each enrollment must be tied to a valid student. So this is the enrollment table right here, as you can see under the graphics user interface. And to create it, you have to open the database, and you go onto tables, and then new table, and then it's created just like that. And right, so as I've said before, this is the graphic user interface, and it is built upon the enrollment table. So I set enrollment ID as the primary key and identity column, and then use the relationship dialog to create a foreign key, making enrollment student ID to students ID. Right, go onto here, and then you expand this, click here, right, just like that, just like this. Right, okay, and move on to the next, the demo constraint behavior. So first I have to set like an a valid uh, student ID inset, and then a valid enrollment. So okay, now I'll test the constraints first. I insert a student named Ethan Johnson, my name, Then I insert an enrollment for that student, and we can see both records when I select them. If I try to insert an enrollment for a non-existing student ID SQL Server, it throws an error. I'll show that how it works. Alright, so this is the enrollment constraint. This is the constraint, the demo. So I've inserted my name here, Ethan Johnson. Then I insert enrollment for that student, right? As you can see here. What else? And then we can see both records when I select them. If I try to insert an enrollment for a non-existent student ID, SQL Server throws an error, right? As I've said before, this shows how foreign key enforces referential integrity. So let me find the error, how it looks like. Comment on the error if we try to do such. Right, I think it's on 66. So this is how it shows when I try to insert an enrollment for a non-existent student ID, SQL Server throws an error. This shows how the foreign key enforces referential integrity. Just like this, it will tell you that it's invalid. That's what it will tell you. So this is it. This is alright. This is my demonstration upon that. So I'll show you my W3 school the exercises that I've been doing. At least 2 exercises. What is the purpose of the SQL create database statement? To create a new SQL database. Okay, that is correct. Yeah, I'll just show just for demonstration sake. Okay, I'll write the correct SQL to create a new database called TestDB. So I think it's create database TestDB. Yeah, exactly, that's correct. And then what should you ensure before creating a database? You have admin privileges. You have a list on a system table. I think it's admin privileges from what I remember from the tutorials. Okay, it's create, then school-db. Okay. After creating a database, how can you confirm its creation? So you confirm its creation by running a command. Yeah, I think this is the answer. By running a command, it will show databases. This command, you run this command, right? So showing the next exercise. What is the purpose of the SQL drop database statement? Okay, it is to delete an existing database. I think so. Yeah, that is correct. What is the okay? It's repeating. Okay. Yeah. Write the correct SQL statement? It's if I'm not mistaken, it's drop database and test db. I think so. Yeah, exactly. I almost forgotten that one. And the answer is yeah. Third one is the answer. Which precaution should you take before dropping a database? If here it's all the above. Here it's job then school-db. That is the correct statement. Accurate. Which SQL command can confirm if the database no longer exists after being dropped? This one. Yeah, perfect. So those are my 2 exercises. So other resources are it's Microsoft and Gigs for Geeks. So these are the other learning resources that I use. Thank you so much for watching.